back to another episode of WESail. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're joining us for the first time. On this week's episode, you'll find us still in French Polynesia, just holding on to this place a little longer. Mostly as we wait out for a good weather window to carry us further west and into some new territories. But for now, we're happy as could be in the super remote little island of Maupiha'a. Welcome aboard, and thanks for watching. Oh my goodness! Look at this tiny little baby. He's so little. This is just paradise. The ripples are so cool. Wow. Seriously, this place is the top of the top. I mean, I kind of feel like it is giving us one last perfect, peaceful, amazing time here in French Polynesia. Yeah, it's kind of being like save the best for last sort of situation here. I've decided to go on a little walk by myself and really take it all in. Since we are leaving, this French Polynesia has become something extremely special to me, and yeah, I did just so amazed by the experience that we've gotten this time and the last year, and it's time to move on. I know that, but this place is incredible. It's so remote, and I just can't help but think like how many people truly have walked this stretch of beach. And I continue to think too, like, you zoom all the way out on any sort of map online and you don't even see this place. You have to zoom all the way in. It's just so incredible that we're here comfortably enjoying this in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So, thank you, French Polynesia. I will be back. Alright, so while we're here in Maupiha'a, we are obviously going to enjoy this island as much as we can, but we're basically waiting out the perfect weather opportunity to leave here and launch off for Saguaro now. So we'll enjoy this. This is truly the last of French Polynesia for us. Coming up, we are going to be possibly experiencing some rougher conditions. Warren will probably get more into this later, but we are going to be going through what they call the South Pacific Convergence Zone. And so basically that means we're going to have some winds from one direction and a swell from another direction, all converging in one spot, and it's going to be uncomfortable for us. So in the meantime, combined with exploring and enjoying the last of this island, I'm also going to do some meal prep before we head out. That way we have meals ready to go. It'll be easy to get warm or cook or eat or anything, so that we are prepped as much as possible. In the past, we've done this to ourselves before, where we kind of expected good weather, good conditions, and it really wasn't the case. and it was really hard for us to kind of get ourselves with nutrients and have good energy and be on the ball when the conditions do change or are difficult. So that's my goal today, is to just do some meals and prep that before we go. See how it's going. Yum. I had some pork belly in the freezer, so I'm making pork belly bao buns. Yeah, no, we aren't roughing it out here, that's for sure.
Smells. I can't even work. It smells so good.
I had a huge pork belly slab.
Yeah.
So I made, oh, what's going on here? I made pork belly bao buns. Well, I didn't make the buns, but I made the pork for the pork belly bao buns. And then shredded pork for pulled pork sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Woo! For tonight?
No, this is for our passages.
Okay, let's leave tonight then.
No!
Are you recording this?
No.
Okay. Well, Erica's got OpenCPN pulled up because we are moving through the atoll to the other side where we're hoping that there's a little bit more protection. Erica's at the helm. It's super windy and it's fine, but man, we are looking forward to a couple days where it calms down a little bit, we hope. Good winds brought us here, and now it looks like there's a really good wind outlook for at least 4 or 5 days, maybe even longer. Just beautiful conditions. So we're gonna move over here, even though it's supposed to be calming down. It's gonna be a nicer place to be anchored until that happens, and maybe even get her on her new toy, her wing foil that we're trying to get her all set up for, and kind of watch for a good weather window to take us further west, because we've got our next hop is a big one. It's like 600 or 700 miles. It goes through something called the SPCZ, they call it, the South Pacific Convergence Zone, and it can be rough. It can also be completely dead, so we don't want either one of those conditions. So we're looking for the perfect condition to go through when it's like right in the middle.
So we keep spitting out these acronyms to you, and for those non-sailors or sailors coming this direction, here's your lesson on what the SPCZ is. Last week, with Scott on Tortuga, we dove deep into the weather routing for our next leg of the passage and came to the conclusion that we are delaying our passage and changing our course because of it. The SPCZ, basically, is a diagonal band of intense rainfall and deep atmospheric convection that extends from the equator to the subtropical South Pacific. It's a monsoon trough, a band of low-level convergence, where cloudiness and precipitation extend from the western Pacific warm pool and eastwards towards French Polynesia. The SPCZ is a portion of Intertropical Convergence Zone, the ITCZ, which is actually what we sailed through when we crossed the equator, and is otherwise known as the doldrums.
Really nothing to report here, except it's windy and rainy.
Another day.
So here we are again. This section is said to be considered the most important piece of the ITCZ due to the warmer waters converging here, meaning that this is sort of the birthplace of where cyclones will begin to develop. And considering we're still in cyclone season, we are not in any hurry to push forward into this area and are keeping a watchful eye on things.
So we'll kind of bide our time here, have some fun, get some videos done, get some boat work done, and then we're off. And this is like I said, it's a big hop.
Kind of like we're back in the Tuamotus a little bit.
Yeah. Back in the Tuamotus. In what way? Oh, because this is a
it's
a
an
toll?
atoll.
It's an atoll.
Oh, perfect.
I realize she carries the channel, so I know, I get it. You don't even have to say anything.
I am super excited. I am going to do some wing foiling. I actually got a whole new setup while we were over in Maupiha'a from our friends, and I've kind of been practicing a little bit on the foil with Brian and Kaz while we've been in the Tuamotus, and now I'm going to put the two together and hopefully foil around here. So we moved up to the side of the island where there is not a lot of fetch, but there's still some wind, so I'm going to give it a go and just try to attempt to do this right off the back of the boat. Oh God!
Big.
What? Step one is complete.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You got this.
I'm good in a mess.
I can see that.
Oh my God.
I'll just stand here and film.
Yeah, great.
Let you do this. Yeah.
Great. I hope I got this. Killing it. All right.
Killing it.
Okay.
Actually, you really are. Wow. Just get used to moving first. There you go. Yeah, babe. Baby, you're doing so good. Well done. How you doing?
It's all right. It's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the safety cords like these are fine for now, but like when I'm in the water, I get so tangled.
I bet. It looks so hard. My wife is so rad. There you go! Oh my God, honey! Yeah! What? You're up, baby! You're up! Woo! Woo! Unbelievable! Look at you go! What? Oh! Woo! You got up! Oh my God! First day! What? I'm so impressed!
0 to 50.
Yeah.
So quickly.
Wow, honey. I am so impressed.
Oh man,
So impressed.
I'm addicted.
I am so impressed.
I think that's so cool.
Well done, honey.
I got some practice to do though.
Oh yeah, well. Big fins today.
All right, big fins.
Big fins. Big fins.
All right, we are getting ready to go swim over by the pass here in Maupiha'a, actually, is what the locals call it, instead of Maupiha'a.
I don't know why the name changed. That's kind of weird, but
I don't know. Yeah.
Maupiha'a is their name.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to snorkel something very interesting over there. A little bit of history, which I will probably do a voiceover here because at the top of my head I can't think of all the details. But basically it is a 3-masted sailing ship that wrecked here in 1917, and it was part of World War I.
Yeah.
Do you know any more details? It's
It was a British-built ship, and it was actually captured by the Germans, and
yeah, so voiceover insert here.
Thanks for that, Warren, but I'll take it from here. Resting in about 15 feet of water just outside the pass are the scattered remains of the SMS Siedler, a World War I German sailing warship. It was a 3-masted steel hull sailing ship that was one of the last fighting sailing ships to be used in the war when she served as a merchant raider with Imperial Germany. Like Warren said, or at least tried to regurgitate, is that she was originally built and flagged as a British boat, but then was captured by the Germans and converted as a commercial raider in 1916. Which to us actually sounds more like a pirate ship. And essentially, it was. She sailed under the command of the Germans, but disguised themselves as a Norwegian wood carrier when they crossed the British blockade lines, successfully fooling the British even when they boarded and inspected their ship. Following this was a series of success for this German ship, as they raided, captured, and sank 15 ships in 225 days. Until she met her end when she wrecked here in 1917. It was 245 feet long, 39 feet large, and with a keel of 23 feet. She was in need of repair, and well, let's just be honest, she was not about to squeeze herself through this pass. So they anchored outside the pass, which is when disaster struck when a tsunami-like wave picked her up and slammed her into the reef. The end. Actually, not really. But we don't have time for the full history report on the SMS Sea Eagle. But do look it up yourself and find out how the story went after the wreck, because it's rather interesting if you are a history buff.
So, here we go.
What are we doing? We're gonna go dive this wreck?
Yeah.
You dove it already?
We have.
Okay. Cool.
We gotta go out the crazy pass first.
Oh, I hope it's not
think it'll be
crazy.
bad.
I don't think it'll be bad today.
Alright. I got past PSD. No, PTSD.
Yeah. EST.
At first, when we slipped into the crystal clear waters, I had it in my head that we'd be looking for a 245-foot boat. But after the initial difficulty of finding her, I began to wonder, well, what does a boat look like after 100 years underwater? What did remain was a lot of the larger solid metal pieces that came from things like the boilers, dry shafts, anchors, pieces of the mast, and a lot of pieces of the motor. It wasn't what we initially expected, but it was really interesting to see what remained after all this time, and of course, just to swim around.
canyons.
And nothing. Yeah. How do they control? How do they mix?
And then I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't want any food. Like, I'll be
Pizza.
Peter, enchanté.
Yeah.
Pierre.
Français.
No.
Not
Peter.
French. Pizza.
We reached a checkpoint, Tammy. Now we get our coconut. Rehydrate.
I love it.
Oh, gracias.
Wow.
Right.
Right.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Super refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Now, see, that
So
was,
refreshing.
this is a young one, right? Because
Yeah.
the water was very, very
There's a
sweet.
lot of water.
And there's not very much meat
Mhm.
than in
Right.
more water, right?
Right.
Mm.
When the meat is thicker inside there, that just means there's less juice. Yeah. We are so lucky.
Another amazing moment.
These encounters that we've been having are just so good. It makes it really hard to leave here.
I know.
These
But
people,
I feel like everybody just like gives back so much.
so
you
much.
know?
These people have nothing, and yet we are stopped and like enjoying beautiful things of life here.
Mhm. Great conversation,
Yeah.
coconuts.
Yeah. Meeting Peter. We have an escort leading the way. Where are these birds? I hear them. Wow. Now, Marcelo, when we were coming in the past, he was saying this island has a lot of birds. A lot.
We're in the nesting ground.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Marcelo was not kidding. We just walked into what some might think of a terrifying horror film. The sounds alone were overwhelmingly loud.
This is insane.
It definitely smells like birds.
Oh, it smells like bird and the flies are everywhere.
I'm trying to.
Oh my god.
These are sooty terns, and needless to say, I think they were a little irritated of our presence. There were hundreds of them, flying around and even scattered around on the ground. Terns are seabirds, and they spend most of their time out at sea, anywhere from 3 to 10 years, and return to land only to breed and lay their eggs. Some build nests, and most didn't even bother, so we had to be very careful where we were going to step.
Seriously. Oh my goodness. These are a bunch of tern eggs. Wow. Wow. So they're on the ground, huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
These birds. These look different.
They do. Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Oh really? I think it's lovely. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I want to go like this and see if they just land on me.
You are the crazy bird lady, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Come to me, my children. My children, come.
Poppins. Poppins.
This is so cool. I just love it.
Oh my god. You gotta really like birds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this could be somebody's nightmare. This is crazy. Look at all these birds. Oh no, that was so me. I was filming and not paying attention.
Watch out, there's a whole bunch right here.
Oh. Okay, I definitely gotta watch where I'm walking now. Some mama's gonna get mad. I am so glad we stopped off here and that we didn't miss this place. Truly.
fourth pull. Not nearly as good as the first, but still not bad.
All right, after a lovely walk, we're gonna have a proper beach barbecue. Given that this is kind of our last.
This is the very last. Not
This
kind of.
is the very. I have lost my voice.
Yeah, you have.
This is the very last of our French Polynesian stay. Oh my God.
Wow, this is awesome.
Wow. Yeah, so in proper fashion, we'll have a little beach barbecue and just enjoy it because this is it. This is it for French Polynesia.
Ah, let's go.
Baby wing! So beautiful.